much that. Okay, so essentially what we're doing here is preparing these landing gear fittings for the landing gear to go into, and then to align them and attach them to the airplane. So I've just welded the entire fitting, and now, I reamed it, and now I got to ream it again, and then I'll cut it out, and we will cut out the middle, and then this will go in here, and then this will attach on the airplane like this. So I'm just preparing fittings, and then we're working towards getting the airplane up and level and attaching landing gear, so we can then build out the rest of the landing gear. But you have to do this before you can do the rest. I don't have any directions, but this is the most logical way of doing this. So I'm gonna continue on. Okay, so now we have it cut out, and I stuck a 3/8 bolt in there to just check everything, check the alignment, and that works pretty well. So this thing will sit, let me get it here. This thing will sit like this. The longeron will go through here, the bottom of the fuselage. This is for the lower cabane V, and then the landing gear pivots up and down like this. So I'm pretty happy with how that looks, and move on to the next one. Okay, so the landing gear attachment fittings are now finished. I have them welded up, and I have the cabine welded up as well, and that's all laying on the floor over there, and all assembled and ready to be put vertical and then mounted on the airplane. So the next step is going to be take the fuselage and set it level, and then set it at the height that the plans call for, and then put the landing gear under it, and get the landing gear perpendicular to the center line of the fuselage. So that is what we're going to do now. Okay, so I had to go ahead and make the rear landing gear fittings. Not make them, but I had to weld in the bushing and then cut it out and then bore it out for the right diameter. So that's all done on either side. And then I had to go through, before I want to final assemble this thing, I want to clean all the clusters where the landing gear are going to go. So after I tack it, I don't have to clean it, and I don't have to like move the airplane a lot because it'll be aligned. So that goes right there like that. And this one will go here. So the first thing I'll do is assemble the front of the landing gear, these legs, the axles, put them on this channel, then get them perpendicular to the airplane this way and perpendicular to the airplane's center line. and then I'll check that a few times, and then I'll start to build out the back of it, check it all, and then I'll tack the front and do it all again, and I'll tack it all together. I think that's the plan. Well, we're finally to the point where I think I've built everything I need to get the triangle of the landing gear done, and now all that's left is to carefully check and align the gear to the airplane. All right, so it's getting pretty exciting now. I have the gear all kind of mocked up and placed where they need to go, and everything's looking good. I keep checking level of the airplane and then plumb of the airplane along that line that I made underneath the fuselage, and then the perpendicularness of the landing gear to that line, to the center line of the fuselage, and everything is working out. So I'm running out of things to check, and I'm going to get the welder out pretty soon, I think, and start tacking this stuff together. Let me show you what I got going on here. All right, so got the bottom together, top one sitting there clamped, and then I got the strut attached, landing gear attached, fitting. It's not fitting as well as I want it to, so I think I'm going to take these off there. They also need these ears on either side. I need to cut these off. There is if you look real close, there is a scribe from the laser where they should be cut. So I don't know why they didn't cut them, but whatever, I'll just take them off and cut them. And then same thing to the other side, and got my levels. Here's my string and my plumb bob. There's my perpendicular line that I made, and then I measure back to this to make sure that works. And then I measure back the distance from these, and then this line keeps running down here. I've got a very precarious, setup going on here, whatever, but it works. All that matters is it's correct, and don't push it. And then the plumb bob on the tail, so that's just aligning the tail and then lining the front part of the fuselage. So I think I'm thinking of everything here, so I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to start tacking it together. Committed now. All right, so now I've tacked it all. I've committed to where everything's going to go. I'll go check everything again, make sure I like the placement and how everything is sitting, and then I'll tack it some more, and then I'll remove it from the plane and finish weld everything. And I think I'm just tack the fittings well. I don't think I'm going to put the fuselage back into the rotisserie yet. I think I'm going to do the horizontal stabilizer, jack screw, and the vertical fin, and do that next while the plane is still up in the air, and then I'll take it down and put it back in the rotisserie. I think. I don't know, but find out next week. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you guys in a week or two.